Is that what we doing now? I just want to know. Is that what we doing now? You celebrating the Lakers, you guys are celebrating somebody else not winning because y'all got put out. Your boy LeBron was playing. Wasn't nothing wrong with him. He couldn't get it done. Huh? You want to talk about Kawhi Leonard? Kawhi Leonard got hurt, and that was it. We know he the star. We know he's the alpha and omega when it comes to the Clippers. But LeBron's supposed to be there for y'all. Oh, he ain't? That what you saying? So LeBron is Paul George. Okay. I can see that. But Paul George is what he is. He's a sometimes player. That 41 he put up the other night, you knew this performance was coming next. We were just hoping, wishing, and praying that the lineup we had in there before would hold up, and it couldn't. Okay? Adjustments were made after that game, and they put Boogie in high pick and rolls. And even though he was scoring, he wasn't going to be able to keep up with Saric shooting threes. They like, stay at the top of the key. We're going to keep Boogie out the paint. He ain't going to be able to help down low. We're going to keep him in high pick and roll and use our speed and quickness at the top of the key. And we can, we can adjust that way. That was key. Having Aiden in there with Saric, doing that back and forth, that put a disadvantage to the Clippers. And they were already exhausted, but everybody's exhausted. But they can't afford to come from behind. And they were so mentally out of this game. Why? This is an elimination game and you're at home. All the pressure was on the Clippers. Then you put Kawhi Leonard on the bench. Why? Kawhi Leonard not being on the bench was the best thing for the Clippers. Now, at home, Kawhi's on the bench with the team. Now they got more added pressure. The fans is already hyped. Now they see Kawhi Leonard on the bench. Now they thinking, we win this game. Kawhi be back for the next game. Their brains and expectations are going to go far. Now there's more pressure on somebody who's already mentally weak as Paul George. Now he feel more pressure. Kawhi looking at me right now. He on the bench. He just close. Now you got to be the leader and Kawhi right there looking at you. Now you finna fail in front of him and the fans. More pressure on his back. So ain't nobody thinking about the Laker fans. You guys is gone. You the lost boys. Y'all lost a long time ago. Y'all were the favorites and you're out. The NBA had to change their whole script and rewrite it. And they've been rewriting scripts over and over. Clippers and oh no, scratch it out. Kawhi's out. Gotta change it now. CP3, let's put him in his first final. Yeah, we got the storyline. He beat his old team, the Clippers. Yeah, we got it. Put him in his first NBA finals. Yeah. It's going to be a big thing for him. All the years he's put in, president, players. Yeah. All right, we got it. They're going to keep changing the script. Giannis is out. Giannis ain't coming back no more. They're going to be like, Ice Tray it is. Well, what's the storyline going to be? Old point guard versus new point guard. The past versus the future. They gonna make a way, baby. They gonna make a way. They want their Giannis in there. They got all their good old boys in the finals, wasn't it? They had Giannis in there against CP3. These all company men. All in the finals. Boy, I tell you. You can't write this. I know I can't. I'm not that good. Now, Reggie Jackson. He has exceeded his playing, and today he played his worst game of the playoffs. He was atrocious today, but it wasn't his fault. They were playing from behind. He was tired. He really had nothing to give, and Phoenix came out gut punching him early, putting up 30-point quarters. They couldn't stop him. They were shooting like 60% from the start of the game. And they were trying. They was hanging in there. But all that in the first 2 quarters took all the fight out of them. After the halftime, they were done. They didn't quit like the Lakers. They played all the way to the end, and they fought hard. But Paul George is Paul George. But Pat Bev, that was a punk move. Push him in the back and walk off the court. That just shows you how out of sync the team was. It just made no sense for you to do something like that. But, hey, it was Pat Bev. But he just ruined his whole case. Next season's going to be a lot of changes, good people. The Clippers, you don't know who going to be there and who ain't. Now you got to really evaluate what is the true injury situation with Kawhi Leonard. All this sprained knee crap. We need to be knowing, fans need to be knowing if they're going to be betting his money. What's going on? Actually, I didn't get a chance to bet the game because I was too busy making videos and moving around and arguing with YouTube. I was so busy, I didn't even bet this game. But I lost on the Cubs, so I'm just done betting on the Cubs. I'm done. Can't bet on the Cubs no more. They scored 7 runs in the first inning. I'm, woo, Cubs! They lose 15-7. I'm done with the Cubs. Catch me next season. This season I'm out. Deuces. It just makes no sense. Now, where will Reggie Jackson go? Because I don't know if you'll be able to re-sign him if you're going to already re-sign Kawhi Leonard. Paul George needs to be moved. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to move Paul George. Hopefully he played well enough that somebody else believes in him and that believes that this guy could get them to the top. Kawhi needs to play with another guy who's a dog. Somebody that's going to get it done and be like, look, I need a winner. I need somebody who can get it done. When the pressure's on, they ain't finna crack and rattle. I need somebody that's going to be ready to go. We got to search and scour the league and see what we can do trade time. I'm going to be talking about we got to shake up the tree because we got a bunch of dead people here that don't need to be here. And unfortunately, we have some potential that showed up here. We could keep Luke Kennard, all right? Hopefully, we can keep Reggie. Reggie's playing actually well at the position. Keep Rondo in as a scout. Take care of him. This is low income. Unless somebody go outrageous for Reggie, and they just might. And we might lose Reggie. And unfortunately, before I would have been applauding this. But now, we got to get rid of Paul George. That should be deal number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He was terrible this series. I don't care what nobody says. He was terrible. Terrible. He must go. He has to go right now. KCP and all that sent him to the Lakers. I don't care what they do. He got to go. That's all I know. I don't think there's nobody on the Lakers I would trade him for because none of them is ready. I'm talking about getting somebody mentally strong who ready to battle like a Jimmy Butler or somebody. Give me Jimmy Butler in that situation. I trust Jimmy and Kawhi more than I trust Paul George because I know Jimmy going to get to the free throw line. Jimmy going to make them damn free throws when they count. Jimmy going to make sure we ain't going to lose the game like that. Jimmy don't have to shoot a bunch of threes. That's how you're losing games. shooting unnecessary threes. Jimmy gonna go to the paint, get fouled, stop that clock, get to that line. That's what you need. Somebody who knows how to win some damn games around here. Oh, man. I watched them lose that game in the third quarter. I saw it happening. I said, they lost. It was a rebound that they didn't really fight to go get. They didn't even fight to get the ball, really. And this is the third quarter. Nobody really fought to go get the ball. And I believe Phoenix I forgot who grabbed the rebound, but they got the ball back. Then Boogie's looking around at everybody else like, man, like, what the hell wrong with y'all? And it was like, then they was like, and I believe Jay Crowder hit a three. And they kind of like broke their spirit. And the game was like tied. They got the ball. Jay Crowder hit a three. And from that point on, I said they finna lose. They was down 3. I looked at their body language. They had lost. Now, if I could see that from at home, and they was only down 3 in the third quarter with that shot, and it was like they were mentally out of it after that. And everybody wasn't on the same page. Guys wasn't communicating. I saw Paul George, Pat Bear fight for the rebound and the ball go out of bounds to Phoenix. That was a whole nother play that happened in this stretch. And I said, it's over. It's all over. They're not winning this game. It's over. And they imploded. The whole team just imploded. All that pressure put on them. Paul George, he didn't screw it up. You know, and he's never going to get out that bag. Not in LA, not anywhere. His whole career was dependent on this. And they had the best opportunity to get there. He missed 2 free throws in game 2 that put them in this bind. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. You got put in this bind because you screwed up. You screwed up game 4, 100%. Game 2, game 4. And I don't know where the hell you was at tonight. So it is a tough ask to ask you to be that guy. Because I don't even know how you score shooting the ball the way you do. It doesn't even make sense. Have you seen Paul George's shot? It's the ugliest shot I've ever seen. And what's weird is I used to shoot something similar to that when I first started playing basketball. I would shoot more like this. This is how he shoots. That's how he shoots. Paul George shoots like this. No follow through. That's the shot. Like, it's like his arm gets stuck. And he just shoot it like this. I'm like, that is the ugliest shot I've seen in my life. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Follow through. If you go like this, follow all the way through. Why are you stopping here and flicking the ball? It is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. This is why he's missing critical free throws. I don't even know how it go in the first place. Follow through with the shot. See, it's a follow through. You snap the wrist, spread your fingers, snap it down. What in the world are you doing out here, dude? It is a simple process. Pull the wrist, snap. See? Simple. Snap, pull, snap, snap. How could you not fix that shot? How can people not fix Paul George's shot? It's too late now. I give you that. It's too late now because everybody in the free world is going to be on that now. So you can't fix it now. It's broken. There's nothing you can do. Now, it's like a youth in revolt. They're done, man. They're absolutely done. Ben Simmons for nah, we won't do Ben Simmons. But he should be on the first thing smoking. Like, he got to go. Paul George, you out of here. You got to go, bro. You got to go. Sorry, but you got to go, bro. You up out of here. That's the main concern. Get him out of the Los Angeles area. Thank you. Your service is no longer needed in the community. And please stop telling me about Ty Lue. He's 10-2 in the elimination games. Now he's 10-3. He's such a good coach. He's such a damn good coach. He could make an adjustment once Monty, who got out coached by him in game 5, made every damn adjustment in this game and put them in a bind. Put them in a bind. He said, okay, for Paul George, I'm going to put Craig on him. Craig, we don't really need your offense, but now on defense, I want you to guard Paul George. Do you know what that did for Paul George? And what that did to him? Oh, Paul George is in trouble. Because now he got somebody with size who could take all that shove and that bump and run and that fade back. He gonna be there with you. He's physical enough. So, and if he get a bunch of fouls on him, they don't care. Now they main guys is good. Booker ain't getting no fouls. Chris Paul ain't got to switch over to try to guard Paul George. So you gotta hope Paul George get that little broke wing jumper working. If he gets that broke wing jumper going, then he gonna have a good game. If he don't, then you're in trouble. So he's 50-50 every game. I couldn't go through another season like that. I'd be like, dude, how many times you think we got a shot at this? Okay? It's hard enough as it is. You think they're gonna keep screwing Luka over in Dallas? Huh? You think Denver's just gonna lay down? You think the West ain't gonna be hot? You think this narcissist LeBron is just gonna sit back? Ty Lue ain't the answer either. But you're gonna keep him now because you got him signed for what, 5 years? So now he's coming back next year. You got the same problem you're gonna have next year if you don't bring back Reggie. You still gonna need a point guard. Boogie's gone. Unless they re-sign Boogie, Boogie's going to be out of there. And the whole league is just hating on Boogie. For real. They just hating on Boogie. They don't like Boogie Cousins for whatever the reason may be. Boogie Cousins is just out there and they just don't want to do anything with Boogie, and it's terrible. It is absolute terrible the way the league has been treating Boogie Cousins. They did Boogie dirty, man. They did him real dirty. They called fouls on Boogie. They complain about his attitude. Boogie works hard, not knowing what if he's going to play or not play in this series. All for politics. And every time he's in the game, the referees just feel like they got to call foul on Boogie. It's ridiculous. The man's just trying to play basketball, but he don't have the best personality. And this is a personality league. And they try to exploit Boogie. And this dude lost hundreds of millions of dollars. He went from being $100 million contract guy to playing for $3 million. Just think about it. You're talking about Supermax. $134 million and getting $3 million. That's the type of player he was. Ready to hit the free agent market. And the knee injuries destroyed his career. And the way he treated the media and the press and the people just didn't like his attitude. Him being with the Lakers, you could tell things didn't go well there with attitude-wise. They didn't want to bring Boogie back. And they let him go over the Caruso incident. And that was that. He's not an attitude that's positive to the NBA that they like. So if they don't like you, they don't need you. And they just get you up out of there and act like you was the problem for everything that happened in the league. They just got to get rid of you. That's just all they know. So, yeah, well, with that being said, man, the Clippers is on the clock, man. They got a hard season next year because these teams are just getting better. I don't see a lot of teams that was in the playoffs this year that's just going to be worse than what they were. I see teams being even more dangerous. And then the Clippers are getting older, too. So that's one more year on Kawhi. You know, how long is his knees are going to hold up with this new NBA schedule of playing damn near every other day? Like, they are rushing this playoffs, and they playing every other day. No rest. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's definitely tearing down a lot of players in the playoffs. Playing so actively, and it definitely don't fit people like LeBron's I want to milk the game for as long as I can routine. So that there also is a problem. But definitely tonight there was a lot of failure all the way around. I was going to do a StreamYard, and I said, well, everybody else probably started theirs already. So instead of interrupting everybody's StreamYard, I just said, hey, y'all all have a great night tonight. You know, and do your thing. I'm just going to work on some videos and keep it moving, man. So we'll see what happens with this shakeup that happens in the league, because it's going to be a huge shakeup next season, man, because a lot of players going to be going other places. LeBron's going to try to poach and get other players. He might try to get Reggie Jackson. Don't be surprised. But I think the Russell Westbrook deal is going to get made, and they're going to have Russ playing with LeBron and AD. So look forward to that. Yeah, my source didn't lie. We was the first one out with it. Y'all thought we were just throwing stuff in the wind. So it's what it is there. Now you see the night halo over my head. That means it's time to lay it down. Lay it down. Lay it down. I need to get caught up on some sleep. Big time. Big time. So definitely like the page. Subscribe to the page. Hit up everything. The Patreon is going to be crazy in July. I mean, crazy hot. I'm kicking it right off. I mean, kicking it right off. We finna go right in on Cuddy. I did that PC version for Cuddy. Now it's time to cut Cuddy. Right where he needs to be cut. We ain't even playing. He gonna get the real uncut version. So I ain't gonna have no restrictions on him.